today. From Heinz Field in Pittsburgh, this is Madden NFL 21 on
To the National Football League brings us to Western Pennsylvania and Heinz Field in the Steel City of Pittsburgh. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap here between the Philadelphia Eagles and the Pittsburgh Steelers. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. Out come the Eagles for their first drive, led out by their quarterback in his 5th year in Philly, Carson Wentz.
And when I think of Carson Wentz in his first 4 years in the league, I kind of look at him as bookends because his first year as a rookie, he started all 16 games. The next 2 years, beset by injuries, but last year, started all 16 in the regular season again and was very productive. His first 4,000-yard campaign throwing the ball, 27 touchdowns and only 7 interceptions. The injuries got him again in the wild card game, but when he's on the field, his team is dangerous.
Here's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. They will run for the first time with Miles Sanders. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
To throw on 2nd and 6, Wentz. And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Zach Ertz, 28 yards. And the Eagles drive right down the field and score on the opening drive. He's got it, and the Eagles lead at 7-zip. The drive summary, 4 plays, 75 yards. The result, Philadelphia in the end zone. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And this will make it into the end zone. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. Big Ben and the Steelers with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. He'll throw from the gun. That'll be taken in there by James Washington. Past the 20. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. James Washington, 75 yards. And the Steelers are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Well, go ahead and strap in, partner. Less than 2 minutes in, had the score on the one side. A quick answer, though, to get the equalizer.
Sometimes you get that sense of urgency that ratchets up, right? When you give up an early touchdown like that, you just know you're like, okay, how do we go back and equalize things? Can we get it done fast? And they absolutely did. Essentially, we're back to even, aren't we?
Boswell good with the extra point, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Now this will make it into the end zone. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Ball at the 24 and a 2nd and 11. Shotgun snap and then the give to Sanders. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain that time, and it leaves him with 3rd and 11 coming up. Now Wentz on 3rd down. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going to go down. T.J. Watt, the All-Pro, in there to take him down. And here the pressure from the outside linebacking spot.
And normally when that happens and they're able to get home, that means the other guys on his team helped him out a lot. That they occupied people to allow it to be no less than a one-on-one situation, allows him to get home.
Now on fourth down, it's Cameron Johnston on to punt it away. Johnson on the return. And that'll be a return of 12 following a very nice punt. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. Big Ben and the Steelers with a 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 48. First down run for Connor, not going to get much, maybe a yard, 2nd down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make.
It's caught at the 10. And he takes it all the way down to the 3. He had one touchdown earlier, nearly a second one there.
Yeah, it took a touchdown-saving tackle to keep him out of the end zone after a big play. Perhaps you go right back to him. Don't need the distance, but maybe he can pay things off after a big effort.
The Steelers were last in the NFL in red zone touchdown percentage a season ago, down around 35%. It's 1st and goal. Trying to keep those big legs churning, but he's going to go down in the backfield.
After a play like that, there should be congratulations all the way around, I think, because if you can stop a big fullback like that, that's not easily done.
Yeah, he does not go down easily, you're right, but he did there. From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal. Now Ben going to give this one to Connor. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Steelers have taken the lead. They were able to push him backwards on 1st down, but this time he forces his way in.
I wonder if he went back to the huddle and said, guys, just a little bit more help, and I can get it done on this one. Maybe even overruled the play call from the sideline, just feeling like he had that opportunity, and he wanted to cash it in.
It's up and good, and it's 14-7 now here in the 1st quarter. A drive there of just 4 plays. And it was a touchdown run by James Conner that was the exclamation mark. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Now this will make it into the end zone, and he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. Well, the Philly offense taking center stage again, and you look at this Eagle team, they've been an under-the-radar bunch this offseason, especially compared to some of the other teams in their division. But they're the only team that returns their head coach and coordinator, so that's certainly something. And they didn't make any splashy moves, but I don't know, Charles, you kind of get the sense that they want it that way.
They just wanted to get faster, and they tried to do that during the draft, all right, especially on the offensive side ball with Jalen Reagor coming out of TCU. They also drafted Jalen Hurts, the quarterback at Oklahoma, so expect to see him used in some specialty situations. But they can just keep Carson Wentz healthy, their quarterback. Remember, they made the playoffs, but he only played in the 1st quarter in the playoff game because of injury. So 9-7 last year. They think they're going to take a step forward. And on the defensive side of the ball, they're going to retool a little bit. But bottom line, they think they've got enough talent in this roster to win yet again.
13-yard gain yet again, just like last play. From midfield, here's Wentz. And the reception made by Alshon Jeffrey. 11 more yards that go around, a 1st down as well. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Working from the gun, Wentz. He'll get this to the rookie from TCU, that's Jalen Reagor. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Back-to-back 11-yard gains, and they've got another 1st down. Wentz now on 1st down. Caught by the tight end Ertz. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. A good pickup there, 21 yards. Wins to throw again. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked out and incomplete. He was looking for Miles Sanders out of the backfield, but it'll be second and goal. Wentz on the give to Sanders. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down.
And now third and goal coming up, the loss on second down. That just means this crowd's going to get even louder, and they'll get a little bit of extra help from the defenders as they exhort them to join them in the effort.
That is caught at the 7-yard line. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. That's going to bring up fourth down, only a gain of 2 there.
And that's a good job there by the corner. And we do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
A good drive gets him inside the 5, but they could not punch it in.
And credit the defense, too. Make sure that happens, because that was the old bend but don't break approach. Made sure they contained them when they absolutely had to and forced the field goal attempt that went through.
Well, the Steeler offense heading out for their next possession. And for them, you look back to 2019, no Ben Roethlisberger, and that meant no playoffs in the Steel City as they wound up 8-8. But, look, hope springs eternal this time of year. What chance, Charles, do you give the Steelers of getting back to the playoffs?
Well, since you got all lyrical on me there about hope springing eternal, how about we go to Ben Roethlisberger, who's saying, I still want to win Lombardis, and I say that with a plural. He may be in his upper 30s, but he feels like he's in his upper 20s, and he thinks he can continue to play, and the elbow feels good. But remember, without him last year, they scored 10 or fewer points 5 times.
That's caught inside the 20. And he'll get this inside of Philly's 20 before being taken down. A big play that time for Pittsburgh. 53 yards.
Well, partner, that's how you make a long drive suddenly not so long anymore. One big play, and they're already in field goal range with designs on getting more than that.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. On 1st and 10 is Connor. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. Second and 2, first down marker at the 5-yard line. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis. And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Roethlisberger connecting with James Washington. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead. So simple math here in the first half. They've had 3 drives offensively, and they have scored every time, and they've got the lead.
Well, whenever we talk about adjustments, we usually talk about an offense making adjustments, right? This is all about the defense. They've got to figure out some way, somehow to slow them down. Do they blitz a little bit more? Do they play more zone coverage? Right now, they don't know where to go because they're hitting them in every direction.
It's good, and it's 21-10. That time, 75-yard drive, 5 plays. And it's James Washington who finishes things with a touchdown reception. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They'll look to make some inroads here, trailing 21-10 as they come up on a 1st and 10. Now a throw over the middle, and he's got it to start the drive. And he's upended at the 33, following a good pickup of 8. Looking middle, and it's incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Shotgun now for Wentz. And that is incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
On the return, Johnson. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. Here comes Ben Roethlisberger and the Steeler offense back onto the field. And he's been good. 2 first-half touchdown passes, no interceptions so far.
Does a lot for your confidence, does a great deal for your team, gives them a lead, and they're feeling really good about how they're playing. I think he expects to throw at least another one.
I was going to say, now he wants the first-half hat trick, doesn't he?
Oh, without a doubt. Go ahead and fling him on the field, folks. He wants that type of celebration.
On 1st and 10, it's Roethlisberger. Going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. And this one is incomplete. Juju Smith-Schuster, the intended receiver that time. And now it's 2nd down. Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It's a pickup of 17 and a 1st down. What makes a draw play like that successful?
Well, we did see where he made the first wave miss, and that was a big part of it, but a lot of it is just being actors back there, making the defense think it's going to be a pass.
And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. 11 more on that one, and another 1st down. Now Roethlisberger on 1st down. Looking deep here for Ebron. Oh, so close to an interception. Read that beautifully. Got his hands on it, couldn't get it. And it's 2nd down. They go draw play. This is Samuels. And he'll take it inside the 40 to the 39-yard line. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. On 3rd down, Roethlisberger. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock. So now on comes the field goal unit, and wow, this is no ordinary try here. This will be for 56 yards out. And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. So a big play before the end of the half to get him into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
This will make it into the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. And no reason to do anything foolish as they'll snap it one more time on 1st down. The final second ticks by, and that's going to do it for the first half of play. So we have come, as we'll head due to time constraints, we move you forward in today's broadcast to the beginning of the 3rd quarter. So time for the 2nd half as the Steelers have the lead, and they will also be receiving the football here to start the 3rd quarter.
The greatest show on earth, baby.
And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards. The Steeler offense now with a football first here to begin the 3rd quarter. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the 2nd half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in a second.
He's got a man, complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That goes for a gain of 31. I guess that answers the question of whether or not they're going to try to play conservative and protect this lead in the 3rd quarter.
And I think this is something we're seeing more and more of in the NFL. Teams not playing to protect leads, teams playing to extend them.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Shotgun handoff to Samuels. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. And before this 2nd down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Behind the chain, 2nd and 12. Staying on the ground with Samuels. So they get half of what they needed. It'll be 3rd and 6 upcoming.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration, now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Off of play action, he'll look to throw. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Cameron Hayward attacking off the edge that time. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Under pressure again, and down he goes again.
So, Brandon, we've sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line.
So it's 3rd and long, and you know this is going to be a pass. So defensively, they're bringing an extra defensive back and just blanket the field. And this is an ill-advised throw right here as it winds up being picked off easily.
And now Roethlisberger signals for a timeout. And that's going to leave him with just 1 timeout remaining still in the 3rd quarter. We'll see if that comes back to haunt him. We'll be back. On 1st down, Connor. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. The Steeler 1st down on the pickup of 11 yards.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. This defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
And credit the tackle to Derek Barnett. A 2nd and 10 forthcoming here. 3rd quarter action in the Steel City of Pittsburgh, PA. That is caught. It's Juju for the Steeler touchdown. Juju Smith-Schuster there to make the grab. And the Steelers capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Precision, precision, precision. That's the definition of it right there. Great pass, great catch for the score.
Yeah, people talk about arm strength all the time. Well, if you're not precise and you're not accurate, the arm strength really doesn't matter. We saw a little bit of everything with that throw.
And the lead is now 24. The drive there only spanning 3 plays. And it's capped off by the touchdown from Juju Smith-Schuster. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. They trail here by 24 points. Got to get going soon, you'd have to think, as they come up 1st and 10. It'll be Sanders to begin the drive. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. From the gun, it's Wentz. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete.
Another attempt, another incompletion, and when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points, and the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball.
Give them 22 there on the third down conversion.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football, and right now I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
2nd and 10. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Ertz has it left side. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
And that is going to do it for this 38 Sports. The Eagles on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. Wentz on the draw, leaves it for Sanders. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down. And the trend continues here in the 4th like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
The Eagles unable to convert there on 4th. And this Steeler defense able to come up with a stop.
Partner, when you see a running play stop short like that, you just know that.
And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. James Conner, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon as his guys continue to pour it on.
I know I should keep the focus and the spotlight on the hero that just scored, but tackling's been an issue for this defense all game long. I can't set that aside. We just saw it again here. Missed tackles leads to his long touchdown run.
Extra point now by Boswell. And he's been a busy man. 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So they hit pay dirt on just one play. The long run, the scamper, and a very nice scamper into the end zone for the touchdown. Now the Steelers going to use their 3rd and final timeout. So that will leave them with no timeouts left. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how that affects things here in this 4th quarter. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. This will make it into the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. Philadelphia's offense ready to give us another look. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make it. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by the all-pro safety, Minka Fitzpatrick. CD, this defense, man, at this rate, they're just having fun out there right now.
And normally with this type of a lead, if you're a starter on defense, you're saying, hey, let the other guys play. But with this going on, no one wants to come out of the game. They all want their shot at picking off a pass.
A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. Now, I think we can get used to seeing more of that in this 4th quarter, especially if they're having success on the ground like they did there.
Yeah, I think back when we met with the head coach in preseason, and all he talked about was building a bully. And I think it was this situation he was envisioning. Trying to ice a game, plenty of time left, but being able to give the ball to his big runner and pound away and try and finish off a game.
And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. It's a 10-yard gain there, and it sets him up now 1st and goal. The Steelers were last in the NFL in red zone touchdown percentage a season ago, down around 35%. And he's in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. A 5-yard touchdown run. And the Steelers capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. So another score there. Often you talk about the three phases of the game: defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a fourth phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
They are looking strong here in the fourth quarter. And he knocks it through. Just a 4-play drive that time. And it was a touchdown run by James Conner that was the exclamation mark. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And this carries into the end zone. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. This is Ertz on the pitch and catch. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Only needing 2 yards on 2nd down. Throwing is Wentz. It's caught by Sanders. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 23 yards the pickup there. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Here's Wentz to throw. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. He was looking for Miles Sanders out of the backfield. And it's 2nd down.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Now a man open down the middle of the field, and it's a fumble, and it looks like Steeler football. It is.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
You'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. James Conner and the Steelers ready to get their next drive going. I guess it kind of goes without saying at this point, but he's had a great game, as we like to say, a nose for the end zone, no doubt.
Continues to find it throughout this game, and I'm sure he's got a nice place to live. He might want to make an offer on the end zone for a second home, because that's what it's been like throughout this contest. He knows how to get there, and boy, he looks happy when he does.
He's already bought all the property in the end zone. That's the problem. He's going to sell to himself now. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And he is finally taken down, but not before he gets it to the Eagles' 30. All told, it's an even 30 and a 1st down.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a 1st down, he's the guy they've turned to, and it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage. Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. On the handoff, it's Samuels. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. Give him 6 yards on the carry. It's going to be 3rd and 3 now. They'll try to run for it with Conner. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
Well, partner, when a team's up this big, this late in the game, I always wonder what's their motivation, because if it's me, I'm thinking about pulling on the reins a little bit. But for them, I don't think it's in their DNA. It's not in their head coach's makeup at all. I think his opinion is, you stop us, we're not supposed to pull back ourselves.
Boswell for the extra point. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. So this drive spans 7 plays. And it was a touchdown run by James Conner that was the exclamation mark. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. This will make it into the end zone. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory, and the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week, we'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points, allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. The Steelers are winners as we say so long from Heinz Field.